Hello, universe. Welcome to the Patreon extravaganza. This is brought to you by the Dead Roots over the theme of TengDios. TengDios is the idea of God is within you and everyone, not just one God, but any deity that you align yourself with, whether that's nature, a higher power, maybe it's yourself, something that you put your faith into is within you and around you at all times, and how to deeper connect with that. Right now, our focus is on the first part of this philosophy, which is the body. Reminding yourself that you are human first is going to be the most important part for advancing your spiritual growth. So let's get into it. I want you to close your eyes and listen to the sound of my voice. Thinking about the position that your body is in, don't have to change anything. Noticing if you can tune into the pressure of where your feet are. Maybe they're within some shoes, the texture of your socks or your slippers. If there's pressure on your calves, if your legs are crossed or pushed up against the edge of the seat. The position of your thighs and your hips and your glutes. Bringing your awareness just entirely into the body. Big deep breath in, feeling the rib cage expand and contract on the exhale. Have you noticed if the temperature of your breath is warmer or cooler than the environment around you? Dropping the shoulders down the spine, checking in with the neck, one ear to one shoulder, and off to the other side whenever you're ready. Allowing the jaw to drop, the tongue to release from the roof of the mouth, and the eyelids and the eyebrows to fall where they may. Tuning further into the systems of the body, your breath. Noticing if it's strong and stable and grounded, or if it's shaky, a little inconsistent. Seeing if you can feel your heart rate in your chest or on your wrist or just within your body. And noticing your body temperature. Maybe a part of you might be a little cold. Maybe it's really warm where you are. Taking another big deep breath in through the nose and exhale, letting it out. When was the last time that you connected with the body in this way? Been aware of how it exists in space, or how you could better show up for your body? These are questions that we're going to address, and I would love if you would grab a notebook and a pen or pencil in order to write this down. If you want to take it digitally, go for it, but it's much more beneficial to take it analog style. Readjust a little bit here. So, how do we reconnect with the body? There are a lot of different things that we can do, and in the TengDios workbook, which is 2,000 pages long and hasn't been released yet, I've offered a couple little segments of it so far. That will be coming out whenever I'm ready. It's really wonderful. But the first whole section about the body is actually about your environment, because unfortunately we are adorable, soft, squishy, really sensitive, hungry, grumpy, sleepy creatures. Those are a lot of needs to tend to. And unfortunately, our mind, which is another topic that'll be video 3, is not very good at being present if the body doesn't know how to conduct itself in space. So one of the things that we really want to do is make sure that your environment feels good, loving, and is more or less clutter-free. I'm looking at my environment because it is not. That's okay. Life happens. Just allowing yourself enough space to breathe so you can work freely and passionately. Taking a moment here, will take about 10 seconds. Look just around your environment. What do you see? What do you notice? What could be improved upon? And how does it feel to be here? Personally, as I'm looking around my space, I'm seeing a lot of mess, but I'm also seeing a lot of joy. My closet is bursting at the seams right now. I need to get rid of some more clothes, but there are clothing that I've picked up on some of my travels. There are gifts here at my desk that I absolutely adore. One of my favorite things right now is this, the Bubble Bros. You should check them out on Instagram. It's a dinosaur bubble thing that just lives on my desk because why not? I knocked it over. There are prayer cards on my desk that I like to look at from a variety. I have, actually, let me see if I can show you. This is what my desk looks like right now. It's definitely a little bit messy. You can see I have some beads, my charger, all of the things. I'm working on some letters later. The book club book right here. More beading stuff. More beading stuff. As you can tell, I've been beading a lot in my hair clip. A couple notes for me to remind myself. So as much as it might be a mess, these are things that do bring me joy. So I do find it quite grounding when everything is kind of in its place or in a functional state. Which brings me to the next part of this, is something called strategic placement. This is going to take a lot longer practice and something we have time for right here and right now, but just take a note. Strategic placement. You might have heard this in corporate settings. We're going to totally nix that terminology in that realm. We're going to bring it into a space of spirituality. This is the idea of recognizing how you function in space and when and where you think about certain items, activities, or self-care engagement. So an example that I absolutely love to give is, let's say you're getting home, and as soon as you get home, you take off your shoes, you take off your socks, you put on your slippers, you're putting your keys away, you're putting your phone over there, or whatever, purse up, backpack up, whatever it might be. You see your fur baby and you're like, oh my God, you're so cute and I'm done with my day. So you go over to the couch and you sit down with your fur baby and you're settled. You take out your hair tie, you let your hair down, and you're like, I really would like to brush my hair right now. The hairbrush is in the bathroom because that's where we've been told it makes the most sense. But every single day you do this, you think about brushing your hair while you're sitting on the couch with your fur baby. You turn on your favorite TV show anyway. In a little bit, you go and make yourself some dinner. You still forget about it. And so by the time you're brushing your teeth, it's almost not even worth it. You may or may not. You'll probably just brush your hair in the morning. Strategic placement is changing that. Recognizing that you think about your hairbrush every single time at this exact moment in your routine. And so maybe you grab a beautiful vessel. I have this thing right here. I don't know. It's really pretty. It's just been living on my desk because why not? And you just put your hairbrush in it. My hairbrush actually would fit in that, which is hilarious. I'll have to show you that another time. You put it on your coffee table. So that way, whenever you're settled with your fur baby and you got your show on and you're chilling, your hairbrush is just right there and you can make it happen. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. It is your home. It is your environment. It's your rules. Situating things in a way that has the most easy flow. And this includes as early as the first opening of your eyes in the morning. What is the first thing that you see in the morning? Does it feel grounding? Does it feel nice? And what can you do to adjust it? I have a beautiful, what is that word? A selenite candle holder that has a limestone candle holder on top of it, because of course it does. The selenite one is full of frogs for flowers, if you know what frogs for flowers are. It's great. You should look it up. Ikigai. Not Ikigai. I forgot what it's called. It's some Japanese flower arranging thing. It is absolutely beautiful, but you use frogs to stamp them in there. So I have the candle thing on top of that, and then I have a beautiful backdrop behind that of the Grand Canyon. What sunset. It's so beautiful. And so that's one of the first things that I see in the morning. The other things I see are my backpack full of all the things that I like to do throughout the day, my chess set from my childhood. As you can see, I'm kind of lit up right now just thinking about what's at my bedside. These are the kinds of feelings that you want to be having as you wake up first thing in the morning. This is all a part of the body. So purging the things that do not align with who you are or who you are becoming is very important as well. Playing a day of dress up to dress up as the version of the person that you are becoming, like put on their fragrance. How do they smell? How do they move? What shoes do they wear? Do they wear fun socks? Do they wear socks at all? These kinds of questions, dress yourself up. And anything that does not fit this feeling of excitement, of joy, of being lit up, if it is not functional to keep it, it doesn't fit, it doesn't feel good, it's itchy, whatever it might be, donate it. Do not throw it away. Donate it. Preferably to a local shelter, because ARC and Goodwill are criminals. We'll just say it outright. So once you kind of have all of this, your environment feels good, you've purged the things that don't align, you've dressed yourself up in a way that feels really good, strategic placement is starting to unfold. Now we start bringing awareness into our day-to-day nutrition. Like, how do we feel in our body? This is not about a diet culture or anything like that. Please do not get this misconstrued. I just think it's very important. Let me fix my bra. This is not strategic placement. Anyway, this is not about diet culture or anything like that. So I will be talking about nutrition, but this isn't about any sort of choices that you need to make. This is just about like what feels good. So when you are moving through your day to day and you recognize that you're hungry at certain points, strategic placement can fall into that as well, keeping a granola bar in your glove compartment in your car, because as soon as you get in the car after work, you're hungry. Making sure that it is of high quality, maybe from an ethical brand, whatever it might be. And pursuing the rest of your evening with intentional guidelines. So thinking about that, how does that feel right now in this moment? You, after work, you're hungry. You go home and you have to make the decision, do I order in? Do I cook? Do I microwave something? Is that anxiety inducing? Does that feel good and exciting? Like, oh my gosh, I always have leftovers on this day. And it's like, I'm so excited. My mouth is watering. Or is it like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I haven't even gone to the grocery store in like 2 weeks. I don't know what I'm doing. Thinking about how strategic placement looks in your nutrition is really important. I know personally that I am a grazer, so I have to have snacks at the ready at all times. I have 2 snacks like right next to my desk. I have a bag of hibiscus flowers. So good. Candied hibiscus flowers. Try it. And then I also have a bag of cashews. The combo, the sweet and the salty, but it's all like so many antioxidants, a lot of fats, a lot of proteins, all the good stuff in there. I have to have snacks just around. I eat 2 fairly decent sized meals throughout the day, but otherwise, like, I have breakfast and I have dinner. Everything else in between is just snacky, like strawberries, tomatoes, might have a little bit of a salad. If I have some chicken nuggets or something like that, I might have some of that. It's just, I have to have easy access to quick little bites because I'm not super hungry throughout the day. But I do eat a lot just over the span of the day. For some people, meal prepping is zen on your Sundays. So maybe you go to the grocery store and you make all of your food, get them all nice and boxed up, so it's easy at the end of the day and you just know what you're going to eat. Maybe it's not like that at all and you just love cooking, but you just don't allot yourself enough time for that to happen. So deciding what that looks like for you is very, very important. So that way you're properly fueled, because if you are properly fueled, then your brain is, and that means you can think properly and move more functionally. Moving through that, let's get into fitness. Again, this isn't about any diet culture. This is not about any sort of changing the way you exist in the world. This is just simply, how does it feel good to move throughout the world? If you like taking walks around sunset, how can you facilitate your day, your nutrition, your strategic placement for that to be conducive? If it's not, what can you change, and can you? If yoga is something that's very much important to you, how do you prioritize that? Is it for 5 minutes in the morning and then you do it 5 minutes at lunch and then 5 minutes before bed, and so you have 15 minutes of yoga throughout the day? That's okay. Structuring your day in whatever way makes sense, even if it's micro choices. Yesterday I was on a really long car ride and I did 100 lunges on each leg, just through little breaks throughout the day of like, okay, I got to stretch my legs, and I just did 10 lunges here, 10 lunges there. At the end of the day, I had done 200 lunges. You don't have to do it in some crazy, like, oh, hitting the gym 3-4 hours, let's go, get gains, whatever. No, just we can calm down and make it kind of easy. You do not have to believe the things that society has told you that your life has to look like. Just make it comfortable for you. This is the entirety of the Body Wellness Treasury part of the Patreon. This includes a weekly nutrition group, and I'm super proud of the way that has turned out. Every week I'm coming up with more stuff. I'm getting into a better rhythm, so don't judge me right now. You're going to see me in a couple weeks, and there'll be a bunch of really cool things on there, okay? Anyway, this nutrition group, I post a whole thing about different aspects about nutrition, what it means for your body, and how you can apply it into your life. Like last week was all about Okinawan fermented foods. The time before that was the Mediterranean diet, and this next time is to be determined. We're going to see. I'm debating between 2 things, so we'll see what happens. Yoga class every single week as well. The weekly recaps will include the breakdown of the nutrition group, And then it'll also include the video of the yoga class. So that way you can tap into both of these at your convenience, at your leisure, at your strategic placement. That's all that I have for this. I gotta obviously pay my bills, so I got a couple of affiliates that I want to mention down below in the caption. I am always so proud to represent Echo Hydrogen Water. They feel so good. It's a part of my morning every single morning to just have at least one bottle. Sometimes I'll do 2 or 3. And the hydrogen just behaves in a very loving, lubricating way to all of my joints. I have fibromyalgia, so everything is not working smoothly all the time. It helps me a lot. And if this is something that you might find beneficial, or you just really like switching up your water routine, this would be great for you. I have a 10% off discount below. There's also these really nice probiotic apple packets. They taste super yummy. Get yourself some of those. And if you want to find the good is a wonderful brand that I love to represent. It's just to reflect that goodness back into the world. Every single one of their hoodies, t-shirts, hats are all about mental health and physical health to a certain degree, because we got to represent ourselves out in the world while we're wearing this stuff. It says find the good on my beanie. I love it so much. Go reflect that out into the world. Discount is below. And finally, my most favorite thing is the Philosophers Club. Anyone who signs up for any one of the Patreon tiers automatically is dropped into the Philosophers Club. So if you already signed up for the Body Wellness Treasury, congratulations. You should be getting your letter or have your letter already. Every single month, I send out at least a couple of core things. This is the meditation for February. Every month you get one. It's all about the season, 'tis the season, whatever. And it's to drop in and get focused in the themes of the season, what your body might be going through, and how you might be feeling in these ways. Because as much as we don't like to believe that we are aligned to nature, we absolutely are. And it's important for us to reflect back on that every single month. So this is a tool for you to engage in. On the other side is something called the quill. It's a series of prompts that are related to these other 2 items right here. They are intended to be written on paper so that way you can get a little bit more reflection. Writing on paper is great for building memory and cognitive comprehension. So tune into that. Second one is, ta-da, the quest log. This is 10 quests that you can do at your leisure every single month. This is to help reconnect with real life. One of the ones for next month that I'm super excited and realize I'm really nervous to do myself is to learn the name of my mailman. I make every single bit of art. All of the dialogue on it is completely human made, so I highly recommend that you check this out. It is so much fun. I've been having a blast with it. On the back side is the cosmic calendar with my class schedule and the class schedule for all 3 of these tiers for video 1, video 2, and video 3. 7-day challenge is a very lighthearted way to bring in a practice of self-discipline related to the other 2 items as well. This is to help just ground yourself, and they're usually mindful challenges, not like go run a mile every single day for 7 days. We're over that. Just getting yourself present. We're just trying to be here now. That's all we're trying to do. It's a really good time. And then on the back of it, we also have the cosmic calendar, totally plain. It has all the moon phases, if there are meteor showers or what is the word I'm looking for? Eclipses. Those are all listed on there for every single month, so that way you can get reconnected with the sky and with the earth and just be like, wow, I'm a human on this rock floating in space. That's super crazy. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed this, and see you in the next one. Yeah, video 2 is over there. Or over there. I don't know. I'm going to put it somewhere. Check it out. Bye. I don't know how to turn it off.